Every morning in the waters off South Africa, a lethal game of survival unfolds. In the next hour, you will uncover the hidden biological secrets of this ocean, how unseen electrical fields betray prey, how predators calculate their strikes, and the brutally thin margin between life and death. The bite force of a mature great white shark can exceed 4,000 pounds per square inch. Instantly crushing bone. For the Cape fur seal, death often comes not from drowning, but from massive systemic shock in a matter of heartbeats. Seal Island is an unforgiving slip of granite that has hosted these colonies for thousands of years. Early mariners documented these dense brown carpets of life, unaware that this sheer concentration of prey was shaping the evolution of apex predators. Beneath this noisy chaos lies a highly structured matriarchal society where mothers recognize their pups among tens of thousands purely by a unique vocal signature. But growing up in this nursery means learning early that the surrounding waters demand a heavy toll. The great white's hunting strategy relies heavily on an optical advantage to depth. By patrolling exactly 30 meters down, the shark blends perfectly into the dark abyss, looking up at the high contrast silhouettes of prey against the bright surface. This torpedo-like body is a marvel of hydrodynamic engineering that has remained largely unchanged for millions of years. A specialized network of blood vessels keeps their core temperature warmer than the surrounding water, giving their muscles explosive vertical power. Crossing this narrow stretch of water is a daily gamble with a brutally low margin of error. Researchers estimate that during peak hunting season, nearly half of all seal fatalities occur within this exact corridor just after sunrise. Cape fur seals possess a sense of smell acute enough to detect chemical traces of predators in the sea spray. Yet their greatest defense is psychological hesitation, instinctively waiting until the pressure of the group forces a collective plunge. Even a massive kill leaves behind a vital trail of nutrients that the ocean cannot afford to waste. Kelp gulls and Cape gannets possess highly specialized retinas. Allowing them to spot floating fragments of tissue from hundreds of feet in the air. Just a few miles from the island, a completely different survival strategy unfolds in the shadows of a kelp forest. Sardines rely on collective swarm intelligence to confuse attackers, but common dolphins counter this by using coordinated acoustic clicks to herd the fish into a dense, panicked ball. Striking the water at highway speeds would shatter the bones of an ordinary seabird. Cape gannets survive these explosive plunges thanks to a network of air sacs beneath their skin that instantly inflate to cushion the devastating impact. While the deep water remains a realm of lethal danger, the shallow tide pools serve as a vital marine classroom. Here, maternal teaching is a slow, deliberate process, passing down hunting techniques that have kept this species alive for millions of years. A young seal is not born with the muscular coordination required to outmaneuver a great white shark. These awkward, splashing games of tag are critical developmental exercises. hardwiring the erratic zigzag reflexes that will on day save their lives. Beneath the growing shadows, the apex predator enters a state of extreme metabolic conservation by swimming at a precise, sustained speed. The great white maximizes the flow of oxygen over its gills while burning the absolute minimum amount of calories. The seals possess a remarkable internal clock. Intuitively sensing the shifting hunting patterns of their predators. As the afternoon winds settle, the success rate of a crossing rises dramatically. Granting the colony a brief window of relative safety, as daylight fades, great whites often retreat to deeper, near freezing waters beyond the bay's mouth. Their specialized circulatory system traps the heat generated by their swimming muscles, allowing them to thrive in dark, frigid depths where other predators would quickly freeze. The setting sun brings a temporary ceasefire to the granite shores of Seal Island. Yet even in rest, a seal's brain engages in unihemispheric sleep. allowing half of their mind to shut down while the other half remains alert to danger. Long before humans ever charted these coastal waters, this ancient rhythm of predator and prey was already perfectly balanced. In this ocean, survival demands absolute perfection. Guaranteeing that only the strongest will remain to face the depths again tomorrow. In the unforgiving mathematics of survival, numbers offer the only true shield. By moving in a tightly packed raft of 40, an individual seal reduces its statistical chance of being targeted to less than 3%. The tail of a great white functions like a massive organic propeller reinforced by a rigid keel along its base. This specialized anatomy allows a 4-meter predator to overcome intense water resistance and reach breach velocity in mere seconds. Launching 2,000 pounds of muscle completely clear of the ocean requires an astonishing burst of kinetic energy. For a fleeting second, the apex predator becomes airborne. Defying gravity before its inevitable crushing return to Thesa, a white shark's teeth are not designed for chewing, but for inflicting maximum systemic trauma. The sheer pressure of the bite, combined with the sudden drag beneath the surface, induces a state of rapid, lethal shock in its prey. Lacking the limbs necessary to hold their prey in place, sharks must use the inertia of their own body weight to feed. By violently thrashing its massive escal, The shark turns its interlocking teeth into a highly efficient biological saw. Blood dispersing in ocean currents acts as an invisible three-dimensional map for arriving predators. Sharks possess stereo-olfaction, allowing them to determine the exact direction of a scent by sensing which nostril detects it a fraction of a second sooner. What appears as a mindless frenzy is actually a high-stakes display of competitive risk assessment. Revealing the hidden half-off, its ancient camouflage. This stark white coloring, known as countershading, renders the animal practically invisible when viewed from below against the bright, sunlit surface. Such explosive bursts of aggression flood the shark's muscles with debilitating levels of lactic acid. Drifting near the surface allows the victor to flush this metabolic waste from its system. Slowly regaining strength as its gills pump oxygen-rich water. For the surviving seals, lingering on their loss is a luxury the wild does not permit. They push forward toward the distant fishing grounds. fueled by the harsh reality that tomorrow the gauntlet of Shark Alley must be crossed all over again. A white shark's upper jaw is not rigidly fused to its skull, allowing it to thrust its mouth outward to grab floating prey. The violent side-to-side thrashing acts like a biological saw. Utilizing serrated teeth to cleanly shear through tough muscle and blubber, biting near a rival's tail is a calculated risk. A competitive nip designed to test the larger shark's boundaries. It is a dangerous game of underwater bluff, where one wrong move could trigger a devastating, fatal retaliation. The explosive crack of a tail slap sends a powerful acoustic shockwave through the water. This percussive blast is a final, non-lethal ultimatum, violently demonstrating the larger shark's muscular power without risking injury in a full-scale physical brawl. Above the fray, Cape gannets have evolved specially reinforced skulls and lack external nostrils, allowing them to plunge into the ocean at over 60 miles per hour. These aerial scavengers rely on the chaos of marine predators to push scraps within their striking depth. Yielding in the predator world requires absolute composure and immense instinctual control. The smaller shark retreats with a slow, rhythmic tail beat. Knowing that any sudden, panicked movement could instantly trigger the larger shark's hardwired chase reflex. Once swallowed, the highly acidic stomach of a great white goes to work. Capable of dissolving solid bone over several days. A meal of this size can sustain the massive fish for weeks, slowing its metabolism to conserve precious energy. Back on the granite cliffs, the seal colony operates on a complex system of observational learning. Pups are not born knowing the dangers of the water. They must learn to read the ocean's warning signs by watching the hyper-vigilant reactions of the adults. For millions of years, this brutal morning ritual has shaped the evolution of both predator and prey along the African coast. The strike zone is claimed for now, but as the tide shifts, the ultimate test of survival in these waters has only just begun. Cape fur seals are highly observant creatures capable of assessing environmental risk from afar. The colony will often delay their feeding trips for hours after witnessing a strike, prioritizing survival over their own mounting daily hunger. Despite their fearsome reputation, great white sharks are successful in less than half of their hunting attempts. The ocean's ultimate apex predator lives in a constant state of energy management. Calculating whether the next pursuit is truly worth the caloric cost. When caught in open water, a seal relies on its highly flexible spine, which allows it to pivot almost instantly. The shark's rigid body carries too much forward momentum, making it physically impossible to match these rapid, evasive maneuvers. Escaping a white shark is rarely a matter of outswimming it. But rather outturning it. If a seal survives the initial vertical ambush, its chances of living rise dramatically as the shark quickly loses the element of surprise. Knowing when to quit is a vital survival instinct for the great white. Prolonged surface chases drain critical energy reserves, prompting the shark to abort the hunt and disappear back into the shadows to reset the trap. Sharks possess olfactory bulbs so powerful they can detect a single drop of blood dissolved in 1,000,000 drops of seawater. The deep scars along this newly arrived female's flank tell a brutal history of territorial disputes in the strike zone. Unlike many apex predators, great white sharks prefer to avoid fatal conflicts with their own kind. When two massive hunters cross paths, they engage in a silent, highly structured calculation of size and dominance. By arching its back and lowering its pectoral fins, the larger shark performs a threat display known as hunching. It is the underwater equivalent of a wolf baring its teeth, a clear warning that this territory is claimed. In the unforgiving expanses of the ocean, a free meal is almost never ignored. Scavenging is a crucial survival strategy for white sharks. Allowing them to consume massive amounts of calories without the exhausting energy expenditure of a live hunt. This tightly packed formation is an ancient defensive tactic designed to overwhelm a predator's visual processing. By pressing shoulder to shoulder, the colony creates a confusing, singular mass that makes it nearly impossible for a shark to lock onto one target. Even without sight, a great white can feel the heartbeat of its prey through a network of jelly-filled pores around its snout. These sensors detect them microscopic electrical fields generated by the muscle contractions of the swimming seals above. The rapid leaping motion known as porpoising serves a dual evolutionary purpose. It allows the seals to breathe at high speeds while the sheer physical impact of their bodies hitting the water creates acoustic interference, scrambling the shark's sensory receptors. In the wild, exhaustion is just as lethal as a predator's teeth. A seal that falls even a few meters behind the main group instantly isolates its electrical and acoustic signature, inadvertently drawing the attention of anything lurking below. As the shark accelerates upward, it can reach speeds approaching 35 miles per hour. In just 3 seconds. To protect its eyes from the thrashing claws of its prey, the shark rolls them backward. Striking completely blind in the final moment. A seal's whiskers are highly sensitive tactile organs capable of reading hydrodynamic trails left in the water. It is only when the water pressure suddenly bulges beneath its belly that the seal registers the massive displacement of the approaching predator. For decades, marine biologists believed sharks were simply mindless eating machines. But modern observation has proven that these vertical ambushes are calculated. Learned behaviors, refined over a lifetime of trial, error, and quiet patience. Launching a 2-ton body completely out of the water demands a colossal expenditure of energy. Because this maneuver is so exhausting, a great white can only afford a few missed attempts before it must rest, or risk facing starvation. The sudden explosion of water triggers a hardwired panic response in the surviving colony. Rather than swimming in straight lines, the seals instinctively execute violent, unpredictable trajectories, exploiting the shark's inability to make tight turns at high speeds.